Yeah, good morning. My name
Good
is
morning.
my name is Vincent, and this is my partner, Mariflor. Conducting a review about any culture difference between Philippines and your country. First question is, what is your name and what country are you from?
I go by Kat, and I am from the United States.
So, hi Kat. Ako ba?
If
Ikaw.
you
Hello.
if you don't mind us saying which state you from.
I will say I'm from the east side, but I don't want to say what exact state.
Okay, that's understandable. Number two question, please.
So, what is your native language?
I speak English and only really English. I don't. Kind of have a second language I learned in school, but not really. Just yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
What kind of government you have in your country at the moment?
My government is a federal government. That means we have three different branches. Do you want me to talk more about that? Like what they
Sure,
are?
sure.
Okay, well, let me pull it up. The three different branches are legislative, executive, and judicial. That means we have legislative, which is a Supreme Court, executive, where the president will choose or not choose to pass a law, and then we have the judicial, which is our Congress.
That's a wonderful government you have. Number four, the question, please.
Oh, okay. So, what is the cultural difference of your country to the Philippines?
In my personal ideas, I think some of the cultural differences is that you see more people possibly going and striving for colleges and stuff. Like it's a much more city area, suburb area or something. I can't really say for sure, but because I've never been to Philippines, but I don't know. I just personally think based on the stereotypes or whatever I've seen that you guys have more of a family bond and things, and you eat more recently uh, gathered food or something like that. Like we in America eat a lot of processed food, and I think that's one of the main differences.
Yeah, some things you said kinda true here in the Philippines.
What? What? Can you repeat that?
I I said that some things that you said is kinda true here in the Philippines.
Some things I said were kind of the same.
Sa- Same thing in the Philippines. It's really true in the Philippines.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Um, what advice you could give to a Filipino planning to go to your country?
Okay, if you came here to the United States, I would say you should brush up on some of the rules, especially depending on which state you go to, because whichever state you go to, the laws can vary. And even if you're in a car, like some states allow you to have a gun on yourself in a car, and others don't, and some of the basic rules. I think that goes for anywhere you want to travel because you want to know you don't want to be locked in jail if you don't know the place's rules. And another thing is I would make sure that you brush up on a little English. It's not that we don't have people that can speak Filipino, but it probably would be a lot easier to ask people questions because a lot of people I know only really know English, or in our second languages that we learn in school is typically like German, Spanish, or French. So Filipino is not likely to be known as often.
Yeah, I think
Not
you
really
gotta
know
know.
how English. We're just nervous.
Yeah.
we
Yeah, part of part of being a good chaser is to have your confidence build up.
Oh yeah.
That's for
Also, do
sure.
not lose your passport. That's probably very important. That's yeah.
You're basically you're basically going to a country without a passport. Yeah. All right. Let's proceed to the next question. Can you describe the people in your country?
Um, yeah, that's kind of tricky since in my country, I feel like it's a very diverse area where you see a bunch of different religions from Hinduism to Catholic or Catholicism. And there's also like country versus like East Coast people. So it can vary a lot, but I think one of like the things that I mentioned earlier, how a lot of us tend to eat a lot of fast food more often, especially in my area. Fast food is very popular. Not saying that we don't have home cooked meals. I just think it's in our society it's easier to just go to fast food, don't have to worry about it, go home, have a school day and stuff. So yeah.
It's kind of same here in the Philippines. Filipinos like fast food, like Jollibee, Starbucks, McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to ask a just a little personal question. What
hmm
restaurant is your most visited or favorite out of all restaurant
One
out
of my
there?
favorite restaurants.
Yeah.
Uh, my favorite restaurant is has to be House of Japan. And
Well,
or you want to know my favorite fast food restaurants? Because that's like a sit-in.
yeah. Well, I guess that's the same. If hmm.
Fast food's where you just drive by through the window, and then a restaurant like where you sit in is where you like actually go in, sit down, eat. One of my fast foods often that I go to is like KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then Taco Bell or Subway. Well, Subway's a walk-in, but let's see. There's Arby's, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
Well, so
Have you
well,
tried eating in Jollibee? Have you tried
What?
eating in Jollibee? Have you tried eating in Jollibee?
Have I tried eating jelly beans?
Yes.
I have eaten jelly beans. They're not my favorite type of candy. I personally go for like M&Ms, but yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I think yeah.
Like she was actually preferring or referring to Jollibee, which is a fast food restaurant here.
Oh, no, I don't know of a Jollibee or something.
Yeah, if
It might just be like the name's different because language or something, but I don't know of Jollibee.
wait, last question. uh, so this Jollibee is a famous fast food here in the Philippines, actually, and is what are establishing more and more branches throughout in the different countries. So if you are able to find a gigantic bee, yeah, the costume or the iconic character of this restaurant is a bee. It's a red
Yeah,
bee.
I probably would see that if I was in like a different state, but if maybe my state specifically doesn't have it, it sounds like that would be. It said the name's Jake on a beach. Is that the name? Haji, what's the or Vincent? What's the name? What's the name of it exactly?
Sorry, I was lagging a bit.
Yeah, I
Can you
saw.
repeat the question?
Oh, I asked what was the name exactly. Did you say Jake on a beach?
No, it's Jolly. It's Jolly and then B.
Oh, okay. Then I haven't seen that, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understood that since most of the American really know what Jollibee is. So let's proceed to our next question. You think, what do you think is the best Filipino dish if you heard some?
Innovation? What's the best
No.
innovation?
I mean, dish. The best
Dish?
food. Yes.
Hmm. I don't really know a lot about Filipino food, but I do love watching YouTubers from like different cultures. So I don't know some of like the dishes like exactly, but I'm pretty sure the ones that seemed more interesting to me were the ones that involve like dumplings or like some soup type of pot thing. Because those seem like a lot of vegetables together. That seemed nice.
I think that was sinigang. If that was a Filipino dish, but based on your
Well,
explanation, I think that's a
I know
Chinese
some
dish.
of the YouTubers I watch are Filipino. I don't know.
Oh, I see. um, uh, if you ever had a chance, would you visit the Philippines?
Would I go see the Philippines?
Yeah,
I don't see why not. I think traveling and being able to see around the world is a very interesting thing, especially when you get to see other cultures and how like they do things differently or how they do things the same too. So yeah.
So, what do you think about Filipino people?
I think that they are nice from the ones I have as friends and pretty. They're pretty. Like I think you're
So,
pretty.
thank you. Some Filipinos
oh,
were kind of nice, but some are.
Well, yeah, obviously some people are always going to be annoying and other people nice, but the ones I've met so far have not been mean.
yeah, it's actually part of our culture to be friendly to the foreign. That is, of course. Yeah, and we are quite fun. We're quite fun to new things. Explore stuff. Part of the reason why you met me.
Yeah, it's cool that you know a decent amount of English, Haji or Vincent. But I don't know if is that common for most of you guys to learn in school or something
Yes,
to have
it
like
is.
English. Okay, yeah,
And
that's what I thought.
it's the subject here, and we've been
I think
learning
your
it
people
since like
tend Yeah, I think your people tend to be more aware of how to like speak at least a little English compared to mine being able to speak a little Filipino. Because, like I said, in schools we don't learn Filipino.
yeah. Well, there's like been part of the culture here in the Philippines to learn English and be able to communicate internationally, which is a great thing actually. It offers a lot of things for us Filipinos.
Yeah, opportunities.
Yeah. Questions you wanna add before we end this interview?
Mm, I don't know. What do you think your cultural differences are compared to what my thoughts are between us? I'm actually curious.
For me, I like, you know,
Like,
there are, liberated countries. You don't care about what you wear or what you do. Like that. Just in the Philippines, oh my God, there's so many marites here. Some old lady judging you the way you dress like that. And of course, not not just only old lady, but other people. Yeah, so I kind of like that.
Okay. Well, that's the only question I had.
okay. I think that's it's my time to answer that question. Okay, first thing I um, realized about the difference in our culture is that you guys have this 18 years old thing, right? Independency, right?
Oh, you mean how we get adulthood at 18, even though we really get more adult factors at 21?
Yes. So that thing doesn't really exist here. That's the one thing. That's the one uh, culture difference. And the other is like, we are all about respect to our elders. That's also one of the things, or the main factors about Filipinos.
Yeah, do you guys feel like your families are taught more to like respect like each other more than having individual like respect? Like it's more of a like you
Yeah.
gotta respect your entire clan or something. Because I think in America we more like influence people to go individual and like go for your dreams, not really like respect others, like be yourself.
Yeah, that's also one problem that exists in here in the Philippines. Like, if your mother would want you to be a doctor, you'd respect that, and you gotta be a doctor. Well, I as far as I can see, the thing that is happening right now is, little by little, there is not being tolerated. Like, you are able to do or get what you want in college
Yeah.
these
So
days.
that's like more influenced, or like what your elders want you to do is more influential on you than in America, since we try to push people to do what they want. Like if people are disagreeing, we'll like just go our own way. So yeah. I think does that wrap up the interview?
Yes, I think that's about it. That's everything. I hope you learned something today, Kat.
Yeah.
Um, Marie Flora.
So thank you, Katrina, for letting us to interview you. And you're such a big help to our subject. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn.